I see Bebop, I'm out. I see Bebop, I'm out. I said, boom, 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 I'm gone. You know what I mean? Come on, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. No, 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 no. You're not grabbing me today. You know, it's a learning experience. I'm not ETERNUS yet. Not yet. This is a great game out of me, though. I will say, this was a great game out of me. Oh, guys, life is so good. Oh, yeah. I'm not really getting what I want out of life. Definitely thought about, like, could I improve my, like, happiness? I'm losing about 2-ish pounds a week. Everybody wants love. Who doesn't love love, you know? But yeah, it's just kind of weird how, like, how much I still think about it, you know? I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to, like, care a lot opposed to care too little, though. You know what I mean? I put the team on my back in this Haze gameplay. Road to Oracle right now. Honestly, road to ETERNUS, but close to Oracle at the moment. I believe I am Archon 5. And this was a great gameplay. I'm going to break it down for you guys as best I can. I have been buying something different first for Haze. Shout out my friend Al or Pizza Man. If you guys know him, I'd buy the egg because I'm a Ricochet Rush player. And since I rush Ricochet, I'm kind of useless in early lane for the first, like, the second half of the lane phase, essentially. So, yeah, I've been buying the golden egg. Helps me get Ricochet a little bit faster. Helps me get a little bit stronger. Gives me a lot of buffs. So you'll see me do that. So I already bought that. And I think I try and hunt this Bebop a lot. And he punches the crap out of me here. We're going to be talking a little bit about gameplay today. And I think I'm going to try and do a little old school YouTube vibe here. Just talk about my life. Talk about things that are going on. And, you know, put it out in the ether. See if anybody is interested in that, I guess, you know? And then highlight some of the key moments. So early in this game here, it's largely just, you know, putting up damage on the Bebop and shooting the Geist a bit. And, yeah, I'm not going to shoot the Guardian here because the Guardian has a bunch of bullet resist for like 5 minutes. So you'll see me just shoot the people. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about my life, I guess. You know, I think some of you who might have been, you know, Twitch viewers probably wonder, like, where's all the content, you know, why are you not... I didn't post on YouTube twice this week. I've been doing a lot of thinking in my life, and I don't really like to... A lot of you guys might know me as somebody who wants to put out, like, always, like, very good vibes and make people, like, happy and excited and entertained, but I also want to be very genuine, and so... I don't like making content or posting content or recording or live streaming content when I'm not feeling it in my heart of hearts, right? I think there's an aspect of, like, genuineness that is, I enjoy a lot about YouTube. I think there's a lot of fake YouTube now, for sure. A lot of people putting on fronts. But for me in content, I want to be myself. That's how I like to present myself in the world. That's how I like to present myself online. I want to be very genuine. And honestly, I would say... the last, like, 6 months, 7-ish months of my life have been not the greatest. I try to remain positive, you know? I try to remain, you know, there are good things happening. I mean, your boy's down almost 30 pounds. You know, that's been going well. You know, I'm putting out applications for my job. Like, I try and focus on the good things. But that's not to say that, like, everybody doesn't have their own struggles, you know? I definitely have my own struggles. You know, putting out the applications doesn't mean I got the job. You know, I've had a lot of... Weak minds can never catch it's weird to put out online, but yeah, I guess I'll just be open honest with y'all. Like, I've had a lot of issues, I think, with, also, like, romantic struggles, I guess. I dated a girl way back... Don't get caught. Last year, and that's just been heavy on my heart ever since. You know, things just didn't work out there, and that's, I don't know, like, that's a big thing for me. So, yeah, I mean, between, you know, just, everybody wants love. Who doesn't love love, you know? I mean, I guess some people are, like, asexual, but, yeah, so... that's definitely a bit of a downer. And then there's, like, you know, wanting to lose weight to try and date again, and that takes time. You know, it's not something that, like, suddenly I can cut off all my fat and be skinny overnight, like, you know. So that's a big aspect, not having the job. So because of all these things, it has kind of made me a little bit more hesitant to make content or record content. A lot of times I've been playing games to have an objective in life that, like, I can see immediate results with, you know? So, like, a lot of my life is kind of in the air. You know, like, I put out applications, but there's no way I'll get, like, an immediate job right then, right? I'll, you know, I'll do workouts, or I'm in a massive calorie deficit. I'm eating, like, 1,400 calories a day, and I don't see results that day, you know? Maybe I'm losing about 2-ish pounds a week, but that still is, like, I'm not seeing that immediate. So at least with gaming, I get to immediately see, like, oh, like, I won this game, I'm ranking up, right? Or, like, I watched Renan play, and I can put that into my gameplay, right? And so that has been really nice. This Bebop misses every single grab on me. I swear to God, I'm dodging and weaving. I'm dodging and weaving. So, but yeah, but I don't want to, like, I just don't want to be fake, you know? I don't want to be like, oh, guys, life is so good! Oh, yeah! Like, when it's like, you know, I'm in a very, what feels stressful to me. Everybody has different levels of stress. I'm sure there's people out there with much bigger issues than mine. But to me, you know, I am definitely stressed. And I feel like I can do more, I should do more, and then I feel like I'm not living up to, like, my potential, or, you know, not really getting what I want out of life. You know what I mean? Whether that is, you know, I feel like I've let myself down in a lot of ways, you know? And I felt that way for years, and I've been spending a lot of time trying to get that back. For some of you that might know from Twitch, you know, I was a big party guy. I don't party anymore. I was lacking on school, took time off from school, and went back and finished my degree. So, like, it's been a process of getting things back, but I think, you know, ever since the relationship thing, honestly, like, I really realized, like, what's missing in my life. I had a feeling that I never felt before, and, like, I've dated people, but this was different. It felt very different to me anyway, and now it's like, it's almost like when you get something, and now you know what you're missing, right? And it's like, like, that sucks, you know? And so that's just been weighing heavy on me, and it's made everything else, like, it's helped motivate me to do certain things, like transition to content that I think will be more sustainable, you know? Push me to get jobs, actually lose weight, because I want to put myself in a position where I can have that feeling again and feel confident enough in myself. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, he finally got a grab on me. No. I think I die here. I'm pretty sure I die here. This is a great game out of me, though. I will say, this was a great game out of me. That was a bit unfortunate. I do end up, I don't know if I MVP this game, but I think I have most player damage, but Bebop grab with an uppercut into the Guardian. I mean, what are you gonna do there, you know? I was dodging and weaving all the other ones, so yeah.
I have my order.
Also, let me know if you guys enjoy, like, you know, some of these more real style, like, videos. Some of them can be more, I've done things like this in the past where I talk about, like, where I like to travel, or things that interest me in life, or, you know, optic gaming, or, you know, things like that. We'll move away from some of the more sad stuff. One thing I really want to start doing again is I've wanted to start running. I was running a lot, actually, both in the fall, stopped for a little bit because, you know, whatever. But then I came back to running sometime around April, maybe? April, May. And I was running for about a month and a half, doing very good. I was being really, really slow about it because I didn't want to get injured, right? Really, really slow. I was like, okay, like, I'll run a mile here. I'll run, like, 15, 20 minutes here. Like, I'll run for 10, stop for 10. Run for 10, stop for 10. I was like, I'm not going to go hard and get myself injured because that's what I did back in the fall. I ran 6 miles, and I kind of was a little hurt after that, you know? Because my long runs at the time were, like, 3 miles. I went and did a 6-miler, and messed myself up. So I was like, I'm going to be really patient. Well, I'm doing good. I've been running for probably about a month and a half, 2 months. Like, you know what? I want to do sprints. Let me do a day of sprints, right? So I did about a mile and a half of runs, and then I did 6 strides. Worst decision, brother. When I tell you, when I try and jog right now, my knee still hurts, like a pinging pain. But I would love to run again. No, I get grabbed again, bro. Stop grabbing me. Get slept, and then I ult him to try and get him away. So guy swaps me, but that's a bad swap out of her, I'm not gonna lie. Terrible swap out of her. And then another bad ult out of Bebop. They messed up here. This is bad plays out of the enemy team here. So I would try and get some little damage on him here. Yeah, long term in my life, I would love to do like marathons and half marathons, things like that. I grew up being a runner. I did track and cross country. So yeah, that's something that interests me, but it's hard when you're a little bit bigger because you have a lot more weight on you. I still got about 40-something pounds to lose, like 45-ish pounds to lose, till I get to a weight where I'll be like okay with. I think I'll still want to like build some muscle from there, you know? But the goal is to get to 165. In high school, I was 165. I'm about 5'10". And so, yeah, get to 165 and I'll be... Dude. And we get ganked. And we get ganked. Okay. Early lane, not the greatest. Not the greatest. Again, Bebop early lane is so hard, though, because he can just grab you and kill you, bro. He grabs you, bombs you, uppercuts you, you're done. You're done, you know? So it's like... I'm a player that scales anyway. I bought Egg, and I'm going for Ricochet Rush, so it's all about the mid and late game for me. This isn't... We only have 2 deaths in lane. That's not the worst. We're also up 4K on souls, so we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I do end up, like, snowballing this game pretty well, too. Try and save my teammate here. Now we have 3 deaths here. But we did get ganked, too. This Viper I try to help with, but I can't get it done. And I think they let me solo lane here. So we do lose our Guardian before we take theirs. Our mid lane did win their Guardian, so we're basically 1-1 on Guardians. So it's not the end of the world. Lash tried to come over and help, but I think it was a little too late, you know? So he might help me get this Guardian here as well. One thing that's cool about watching it back is you guys can actually see where everybody is on the map. I can't see that, obviously. I don't know where Viper and Bebop and everybody are. I think Viper challenges me here. Yeah. And I feel pretty good against this Viper. I don't know why. I was feeling it. I did do something a little bit different. Can I press tab here? So I put 1 into the knife, and then I rush for fixation. I think I help with this Bebop here. I don't know if he gets away. I think he does. I think he gets saved. No, he does not. He does not get away. I ult him. Yep. There you go. I got the assist. I remember being so mad. I'm like, how do I get an assist there? I'm literally ulting him. Whatever. Whatever. But...
The doorman's missing.
I forget what I was saying here. Oh, yes. So I put 1 into the sleep dagger because it gives bullet resist. So I can basically do more damage to them when I throw the knife at them. And then I rush fixation. I rush fixation because I want to do a lot of camps. I want to do level 3s as early as possible, earlier than my team can, because then we can start getting them on respawn timers and kind of get our souls up higher than them. You can see most of the camps that are up on our side, especially the right side of the map, over here, on our side, on the yellow side, are all, I guess I can use my cursor. This right here, these are all tier 3s. So, you know, we're good at clearing tier 2s right now, but tier 3 is not as great. I'm going to pop my egg. I should have waited 2 minutes. I would have got better buffs. You get buffs at minute 15. That are good, and minute 30. They, like, are the next level. But I popped it because I want to get Ricochet and go do these level 3 camps. So I pop it, buy Ricochet, and I start on level 3 camps. So, and I just maxed out my fixation as well. So that's why I'm absolutely annihilating these camps here. So... You can see my team's fighting. I don't really give a hoot if they want to fight. Before minute 20, respawn timers are so fast anyway. And as an M1, which is a mouse 1, you know, character, a gun character, I want to just be as strong as possible to win fights once mid-boss is available. Because you can do mid-boss right now, technically, but respawn timers are so fast, you're not actually going to get it done. So I do try and help with this Viper here. He gets away. This was a bad decision out of me. I should have just kept fighting or hunting. I figured with Venator, he was going to shotgun them on the wall and we could kill them, but that ended up not happening. So I'm going to do some extra damage on Bebop and clear this wave, I believe, while I try and finesse Bebop. I'm trying not to get grabbed here, because I figure if he grabs me, I thought Viper was still around here. I was like, if he grabs me, I'm dead. I slept him before he grabbed me there, slide away, and now I'm just trying to get out. So... I don't get out, drop a big bag. Mistakes. Had 2 tier 3 camps and a tier 1 there. You know, what I should have done is taken that tier 1, once I finesse that Bebop, not continue to challenge him, and run away there. Again, my early game here was just not great. It's Bebop, bro. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out how to play Bebop better. I think what I need to do as an M1 is probably when I see Bebop, don't fight him at all. because he can grab me and just take my bag, you know? And if he grabs me, I'm likely dead early game because I'm not strong because I rush ricochet. So I need to just stay away from him completely. I think that's kind of what I need to do. But, you know, it's a learning experience. I'm not ETERNUS yet. Not yet. Also, tell me in the comments if you guys like the crosshair here. I did change it. It's rather large. I kind of have it as the green as like, okay, you're in the area. You're not like completely whiffing. And then red is like you're shooting them. It also felt easier to see. It's a bit of an eyesore, I think, but it also is like really easy to see with when you're shooting. It will never get lost anywhere, you know? I'm never gonna not see where my crosshair is, and that's kind of what the reason I made this. So, yeah. Yep, I'm just gonna do a lot of farming here, doing my thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer either. I do think life is going... I'm at least progressing down the path, you know, where I want to be in life and pushing myself every day to be where I want to be. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, give you guys an insight into my mind and, you know, why I might lack. I don't ever plan on stopping content, honestly. I think whether or not I ever stop gaming content... Ooh, this is another thought here. I have considered quitting gaming altogether, actually. So I'll always want to do content. Whether I switch to doing different types of content, fine, right? Like, I could do IRL content, I could do lifestyle content, I could do travel content if I ever make that type of money. I think I'll always want to do content because I kind of like sharing my life with people. And I like meeting people who share similar mindsets. When you live in a city or live anywhere, really, even in the country, anywhere, you only have a certain amount of people that you can be surrounded by, right? I think I killed this Viper here. Versus online, there are millions of people who probably have very similar mindsets to me, but in my city, there might only be a few hundred, maybe a few thousand, right? But online, you can somehow get connected to all of those people. With people of different things I might like. Like, I like Call of Duty. Some people don't like Call of Duty, you know, but I don't like other things about them. Like, you can find different topics or niches that you guys share interest over. This was a great pullback for me. I saw Geist and I said, let's pull back. There's going to be more. And you saw Bebop and ETERNUS were rotating there. I didn't know that in the moment, but yeah, absolutely elite play out of me there to pull back there and tell Rem to pull back too. Helped us secure the lane there quickly, took a lot of attention, and we both stay alive, and I get a level 3 farm, so that was actually really good. Looking back at that, that's really nice. But yeah, I mean, I look back at some other points in my life of, you know, I've always been a very high-level gamer, right? Arguably, I mean, I think my best gaming was probably either PUBG or Vanguard, Call of Duty, but, like, when I was young, I was also a very, very good young gamer, you know? And I remember in high school, though, was some of my happiest times in life. And that was when I was mostly focused on sports and activity, being outside, touching grass, you know? And so I've definitely thought about, like, could I improve my, like, happiness or my, like, just, like, how happy I am with life or content with life I am if I... And I'm going to spend my bag here. This was big. I could have went straight to earn, but I was like, I have a 1,500 bag. I'm going to spend it here. But I thought about, like, if I changed my, like, what I do, like, my hobbies and activity, like, will I be happier? And so this is something I've considered. I don't know if I would do it because I enjoy gaming. And I really enjoy the people I've met gaming as well. And the people that I get to connect with gaming. So, I don't know. It's something that has definitely crossed my mind, though. I want to be candid, you know? So, not something I think I would have said a year ago. But, I don't know. I'm trying to do a lot of reflecting, you know? Realizing that there's... She doesn't get this. I remember having to protect this, and they get our right side lane as well. This was so annoying. My whole team fought Earn, right? And I think we do get Earn, but we lose Walker for it, and they get half of a Walker. I was so salty about this. I had to, like, solo hold this lane against the Geist who has ult, so I have to fight it from so far away. And that was a bit annoying, but whatever. So, anyway. But yeah, you know, there are other content creators who have transitioned from gaming content to lifestyle content as well, most notably being Mr. Beast. I mean, his first video was Minecraft, then he switched into Call of Duty. I don't know what he did after that, but I know that he ended up switching to competition-style videos now. So, I think I steal this, this casting buff here. Yeah, I do. Because I don't want them to get it. I try and go help Rem fighting this Viper underneath. Because I am decently strong now, 21k after 20 minutes. And I believe we do kill this Viper. So, and we get the Viper ult out, so. And I get to steal camp. So, you know, there's 3 of us here. I wasn't too worried. I wasn't too worried about dying. And I just want to steal camps on the way out here as well. So I'm trying to, like, just steal camps, take souls essentially from what would be them, and give it to us as I push back towards our side of the map. So, end up with, like, 1,500 unsecured here, I believe. And I think I just continue to soul farm after I buy from the shop.
While you still can.
It's kind of hard, though, because there's just not a lot of souls up. I want to get Glass Cannon, so I forgot about this. I want to get Glass Cannon, which is a 6,400 item. I know that Infernus is here, and so I'm a little scared to fight him, because I don't really want to die to him. But I do have my sleep with my, which gives bullet resist with my ult. So I'm like, okay, if I sneakily get close to him and do it, I have a chance. So that's what I do. I go ghost, sleep him, ult him. He tries to run away. He's already almost dead. I exit ult, kill him. Easy, easy, breezy, beautiful. You know what I mean? So, that's what you do. That's what you do. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go back to farming, have a big bag. I am gonna get Glass Cannon here. Glass Cannon for me in my build, this is a custom build, I made this build, allows me, like, basically hits my scaling to the next level. This is when I can really start killing people. This is when I can do a lot of damage, but I can die, because I don't have leech yet. So I can do a lot of damage, but I don't really get health back unless I, like, go run around on my own, because I do have fortitude. This V-Buff, I think I tried to sleep him and I missed. Yeah. He loves trying to grab me. He missed me and got Rem. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta go into this fight. And then I'm like, oh, Silver's ulting. Let me get out of here. Because Silver ult is one of the scariest things. Look at it. She's trying to chase me. She doesn't get me. I jump back because Lash is fighting her. He misses the ult, but whatever. And yeah, see, you can see I'm doing a lot of damage here, though. I mean, I did a quick 800 on Bebop there. Another 124. Missed the sleep on the Infernus. Ult the Infernus. I love ulting in a good Infernus, you know? I think I hit him one again. I killed him again, dude. Oh, I'm actually, like, this is actually really good to focus this Infernus, too, because him and Silver are likely their carry here. Silver, Infernus, and Viper, maybe, any 3 of them can be really strong. And so stopping this Infernus from being able to scale by killing him a lot and preventing him from being out in farms, you know, gaining souls, essentially, is really big. So, yeah. You can see I am now the 2nd strongest on our team. Been putting up a lot of damage. The Ricochet is really good for team fights because I do damage to multiple people, get my fixation up on multiple people. So, yeah. But yeah, back to, while we're farming, back to the other conversations. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would switch content to. I don't think I would ever want to be, like, just a strictly reacts person, like a Cody Co, who, like, reacts to, like, other people's content. I have done that before. I think that's kind of, like, I don't mind it. I don't know. I like doing something that's a little bit of my own. I like being able to have, like, conversations where I'm trying to develop this in my gameplay here. You guys saw why I punched there. I need to develop the punching as a movement into my gameplay. I started developing that into it. Trying to get to it tennis, baby. Sorry, a little side note there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If I ever come to that point, I guess we'll cross that when we cross that. If we ever cross that. Right now, I am enjoying Deadlock a lot. I want to keep making Deadlock content. And I want to get a full-time finance job and then put money into my content career, you know? A lot of people invest into, you know, 401k, stocks, Roth IRAs, you know, bonds. Oh my god, bonds, so boring. I see Bebop, I'm out. I see Bebop, I'm out. I said, boom, I'm gone. You know what I mean? Come on, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. No. You're not grabbing me today. You're not grabbing me today. I think he runs up on me here. I sleep him and ult him. So, he does get away, unfortunately, because he just gives me a quick uppercut out. No big deal. Lash is going to throw them. I wish I had saved my ult so I could have just beamed him here. I try to, like, jump through and shoot Geist a little bit, but I think he closes the wood. He does, and then I get silver ult, and I'm like, no. Oh my god, I got so scared. And then Lash came in and kind of took the brunt of the force for me. Appreciate you. And then Silver chases Lash. We kill Silver. Like, and this is where Ricochet goes crazy here. Look, there's 3 of them here, and I'm hitting all... I was hitting all of them with this. That's how I kill the doorman that was with the Ricochet. I wasn't even focusing him. I was focusing Bebop. So, then kill the Infernus, now focus the Bebop. Like, Ricochet is really good with fixation and with, glass cannon. I mean, I just do so much damage. I'm just a damage build. I'm a big damage build. So, yeah. This Venator was getting so mad at us. We actually yelled at this Venator a lot. He's like, you guys all backed up and, like, I'm a slow Venator. Like, I can't get away and I'm the carry. And we're like, dude, like, we had called to back up way earlier. Like, when I was in there, like, on their walker with, like, 1,500 health, they had already called to back up. And I'm like, okay, fine. And he stayed even later than me. Like, he gets mad at us several times in this game about, like, him being in a bad position. He was not a good Venator. He did have a pretty good shotgun at one point, though, which was nice. I remember that. I remember saying good shotgun. But he wasn't great. Our whole team was mad at him. Because he was complaining, and we're like, Venator, shut up. Like, you're just positioning yourself so poorly. Like, yeah. What is his stats here? Let's see. He's 5-2, so he was doing well at this point. He doesn't stay 5-2, I don't believe. But, I mean, you can see I'm 6-3, Lash is 4-0. I think Celeste was 3-3, but she has 10 assists. Like, Celeste was also playing pretty well. And Rem was also playing. I felt like the whole team was playing pretty well. I mean, I didn't notice that Venator was, like, doing that well kill-wise. He definitely put himself in poor positions quite a bit. You'll see it happen more as team fights happen more, and he gets a little too over-aggressive. But that's okay. I'm really scared of fighting Geist because she has ult as well, which kind of boo-boo. I hate fighting. I can't ult Geist because she'll swap health with me. So if I try and ult her and kill her, she just swaps health, and no, I'm suddenly one-shot and she's full health. It's like, ah. It's like kind of my kryptonite as Haze, but all good. Just gonna do some camps here. Yeah, it's so weird. I literally said, like, I don't want to fall off COD this year. I want to try and do COD year-round this year. And look what happened. I fell off COD. It's so hard to play COD for more than, like, 4 months, bro. It just gets too boring. It gets so boring. They're jumping our Rem here. Which is boo-boo. Absolutely do so much damage to that Viper there. And then we try and protect this Lash that's in his ult. We do get them to back up. So, big team fight going on, though. I'm just trying to shoot anybody and anything, you know what I mean? What the heck? Bro, I think people are inviting me to games here. Oh no, some people are messaging me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Actually, shout out. He's probably not watching this video, but he does watch a lot of my COD videos. His name is Sevens. He's the GOAT. Shout out Dill. He just asked me to play Mecha Chameleon. I don't know if you guys have played Mecha Chameleon. So much fun. So much fun. Which is what I'm going to be playing after I record this video. So, well, depends. I have to post the video, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm actually pretty good at it, though. I'm a little bit better than I anticipated, for sure. So, I just get enduring speed, go a little bit faster, be quick, because I want to be able to jump people quickly. Basically be able to chase people inside of my Q, and then, you know, sleep them and ult them. I'm an assassin. What can I say? You know, I just come up and stab you in the back. A quick 1-2. A quick 1-2.
Headed to yellow.
So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I wonder how many people, like, are actually this deep into the VOD, you know? I feel like a lot of people, like, will watch, like, highlight parts, or, like, maybe watch me while they sleep. I always wonder, like, who actually... I can see your attention, so I know some people are here. But I wonder who's, like, locked in. Oh, Geist has ult here, and we're just spamming to our team. Geist is back there. We can't go in there. We can't go in there because she's gonna swap. And we're just waiting it. And our other teammates pull up. Lash pulls up, and we're like, Lash, do not go in there. You can't go in there. And so you can see Rem is just throwing his pillow in there, eventually kills Bacon. We realize they're doing mid here, and we're like, we can't get mid. There's no time. Just try and get Walker here. So we go to get Walker, because we're 4 up, and we're so far away. And they're 5 up. So we try and get Walker, and immediately dip. We're like, go, leave. You can see me look left here to see if they're here. They're not, thank God. I smoked as well. And yeah, we get out of dodge. We're like, we're not trying to die here. We need to stay alive. They have all of their rejuves, so. An upcoming fight. I remember an upcoming fight where they're pushing after this Walker. Oh, I see Dorman. I'm like, no, don't Dorman on me, no. I just get out. Venator makes another position misplay coming up, though. But yeah, I wonder who's all deep in the spot like this, you know? Yeah, it's really weird, though. It's really, really weird. You know, I only dated this girl for a few months, right? And, I mean, I've known her for a very long time, but we only dated for a few months. But it was, I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird how, like, how much I guess I cared. Because I dated a girl for several years. And very quickly, like, kind of was like once we broke up, I was kind of like, fuck you know? But I definitely don't feel that way. Which kind of sucks. It's kind of weird. Especially because I wasn't, like, it wasn't like I was broken up with and then I'm like, oh, like, what went wrong and stuff like that. Like, I know what happened. I'm the one that was, like, largely like, this isn't gonna work because of situations outside of just, like, external stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of weird how, like, how much I still think about it, you know? Like, so much later. It's definitely a detriment of mine. I've talked to my friends about it. I don't like, how much I still think about it so many months later. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just care too much. I just care too much, you know what I mean? I'm just a lover boy at heart. Who doesn't love a good lover boy, though, you know? Good lover boy action? Come on, now. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to, like, care a lot, opposed to care too little, though. You know what I mean? Like, I would prefer to care a lot than not care at all. Be with somebody who cared a lot than not care at all. You know what I mean? Like, to think about me or, like, think about other people, like, have a lot of empathy. Maybe you guys are different. I don't know. I like empathy. I like people who, like, think about other people a lot, you know? And, like, have a lot of compassion for other people. So, I try to put myself in other people's shoes and, like, what they think and, like, why they think that way. And I hear one behind me. We're about to get into a massive team fight. Look at all this damage I do here. Look, I ult this too. This is a great lash into Haze ult. We get Bebop here. They still have one rejuve. They should get Walker here, and they get Ern. But that woman had to go back to heal. So we're in a 4v4 here, or 4v5 here with Walker. So a little sketchy. We end up having to pull out of this here soon. So look, Abrams and Venator weren't even here either. So look, we lose this Walker, and Venator is just now coming in. And we are all like, let's pull out, get out, right? So we're trying to get out. You can see I'm 150 health, right? He's still in there like swimmer. So is Abrams. They just got to the fight, and they think like, oh, let's just go in. We're full health. Meanwhile, we're all low. Abrams, I think, I don't know. I think Abrams gets out because he might use his ult to get out. And then, you know, they're still in there like swimwear. They're still fighting, and I'm like, okay, I gotta clear a base here. I literally healed. I had called to pull out when I was going out to heal, right? And then you can see they all jump the Venator. And he's like, he yells at us here. He's like, guys, why are you guys all leaving so fast? It's like, dude, like, we called to leave as I was leaving. Like, Rem and Lash were even slow to leave too, you know? Like, they stayed longer than they should have. Like, we overstayed our welcome. We're lucky that it was only Ven that died, honestly. So, yeah, they grab the Celeste there, but I'm feeling very strong here. And we have a lot dead, so we go out. They're all weak. I'm healed. I'm really strong, 41k. We just walk them down and end up winning it, so not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. But we have 4 dead here, and our teammate calls to try and push for this Walker while we have time here. I'm coming up behind on this Geist. I don't know if we actually get her here. Yeah, she swaps with me. We end up getting her low, but I don't think we actually get her immediately because she hides, yeah. And then I get pretty low just from Geist and Walker here. So we get Walker. There we finally get the Geist. And then so I think we kind of hang on the area and we're kind of deciding. And then we're like, okay, let's just get out because they're going to spawn up. Let's take stuff on the way out. I take one of the doubles. I don't think I take both. I just didn't want to be too risky. I think by the time I finish this double, it's about to be 4 up. Let me see. Do I take both? I think about it and I'm like, nah, there's 4 up. Yeah, and then the 5th's about to be up. Their lanes are already about at the 50-yard line. I was like, if they hear me, I'm gonna die, and that's just a bad move. So we have a lot of our camp up. I took one center. I took a camp. Fine, you know, I'm getting out. So that's what I do. I get out, stay safe. You know, staying alive. Staying alive, ha, 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 ha. back to dating stuff, though, I guess. This is just, I guess, the content of today. I have been a little bit on the dating scene, though. I've been on the apps. But I don't really love the apps, to be honest with you. I've talked to some people on it. I've had maybe 5 or 6 conversations, none that led anywhere. I don't like the idea of, like, meeting somebody and, like, the initial, like, I get grabbed here. This is so unfortunate, I remember.
Forgive the mess. The Baroness is
oh, this is actually really good on my team. So, I get ulted here in the hotel. I don't get out, but my whole team collapses on this, right? I get an immediate parry on one of them, and because I come out parrying, and my team is all here, and I'm like, oh, we're here. Like, I'm gonna fight, right? Like, screw it. Like, let's fight. I get a lot of health back because of Leech and because of Rem, and we had already killed one underneath post-parry, and so we're like, we're gonna kill. So we hunt here, end up getting 3, and I think it was our Rem that made the call to wait and then go in on the fight, and so they went in on the fight as I was coming out of the Doorman ult. Perfectly played. Perfectly played. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful play out of the team. I wanted to go help my Abrams and Rem here because I didn't want us to die here while we're in a 5v2 and choke this by making it a 3v2, you know? Like, hey guys, like, I wanted them to back out of the fight and come do mid. That's better, but they weren't doing it. So I was gonna go help them, and then I was like, guys, back out of this, let's do mid. They're just distracting. So that's what we do. We go and do mid. They come, thank God. They got a little caught up fighting. And I call that we're gonna have to watch for ETERNUS ult here because we just need to not stay near the middle because he can stun all of us. He doesn't challenge it, so I'm staying out of it. And then I'm like, I'm literally surprised. I'm like, oh, he doesn't even come for it. Like, cool. So we get rejuves, we're in a decent spot. There you go again, you know? But yeah, I don't like that, I don't like the initial, like, meeting somebody and it's like, oh, like, we could date, or like, oh, we're a romantic interest. I want to have a little bit of, maybe this is cringy of me, but, like, I want to get to know somebody first. I want to know, like, are you funny? Like, do I think you're smart? Like, are you easy to get along with? How do you treat people, you know? Do you treat people with kindness? Are you empathetic to people, you know? Like, what kind of person are you, you know? And when you meet online, I just feel like you don't get to really, like, see all that. You get to see, like, a different dressed-up version of people, and then you uncover more of the truth about the person over time. I don't know, I just don't like that as much. I'm not going to say that, like, I won't find my significant other that way. It's definitely possible, but it's definitely not, like, I don't know. I just never anticipated that that's the way I would go, so I've been trying, though. I've been trying. I'm not trying. But I have, again, bigger priorities. I'm trying to get that job, and I'm trying to lose the weight. So that's, like, what's really, really... I try to capacitor here. I don't capacitor her. I try and alter here because I didn't have sleep. I get it pretty low, and I call Silver low. ETERNUS ults me because he hates me, and I've been working his shit, but it doesn't matter because I'm so strong. So healthy. He gets a parry here, which kind of sucks. But look, I'm still in this with 800 health because I'm like, dude, I got so much health here. We need to hold them back, too, before we earn here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just helping Abrams and holding them back. So that's kind of what we're working with. You can see how much damage I do, though. I mean, I literally did like 1,000 there very quickly to ETERNUS. I sleep him, but now I'm getting jumped by this Viper, and I don't mind fighting that deep as well because I have rejuve. Had I not had rejuve, I probably would have played that a lot more passive. But I'm like, look, I want to secure earn, and I want to keep pressure up here and not allow them to use the zipline straight to the point. And so holding them back like that, you know, forces their whole team, if they try and come help this fight, be farther back. I want to chase this Viper, and my team calls for us to leave, which is actually a good call. I didn't notice it at the time, but there was literally only 3 of us here. I sleep this Bebop because he's looking for me, and we're trying to leave. So I sleep Bebop, I get out, and I'm like, I'm gone. I'm gone. So,
pull back.
Yeah. I think I try and steal camp here. This was so greedy of me. I should not have done that. Should not have done it, but it worked out, but I should not have done it. It could have got me killed 100%. 100% could have got me killed. I should have just left. So, you know, end up helping with this camp here, and I got a lot of money. I'm just trying to stay safe because I'm like, they could be lurking around here. I literally called to our team, like, guys, we need to back up because they could be lurking around and trying to kill us, which turns out they were. So I was mostly calling it for our Abrams because our Abrams was low. Like, you saw his 1 line of health when I went into that camp. And I was like, guys, like, be careful, please be careful. They engage in another fight because we noticed that Geist pushed up too far. She pushed towards our side of lane. And we're like, oh, well, we can kill Geist here. And so we enter the team fight again with the kill up. I end up killing ETERNUS there. And now their whole team isn't here anymore. Now they're in the same situation we were, but they didn't back up. Where, you know, Viper and Silver are all the way out of this fight. They're trying to lane because, you know, they need to get their lane straight. And so we now have a number advantage. So, you know, that's what previously been happening with the Venator and I think Lash. They were leaning for us, and, you know, we had to back off the fight even though we had rejuves. And then, you know, now we're laned up. They come and help, and we fight the fight, win the fight, you know? So now we have 3 dead. I think I heard Dorman here, and he gets out. And I'm like, dude, I got 12K, I gotta buy. So we buy. We're considering pushing for base guardians here, because they have 3 dead. But we're also a little bit nervous, because we know that if we lose a fight here, they're gonna get mid-boss, because mid-boss is up soon. So we're trying not to get, like, too crazy here. Lash doesn't get his ult off, which kind of sucks. Had he gotten that ult off, we would have killed that Silver, but whatever. We're going to do a little bit of base guardians. I'm going to do a little bit of shrine. I think we get 1 shrine and get out, because I don't think we can get both. Let's see. Yeah, here's the backup call, I believe. No, we're still fighting this? Oh my god, we're so ballsy. This is so ballsy. Okay, we get the other shrine. Now we back up, because we're like, we can't get half. And then we get a kill on Silver because she overextended. And now we're just backing up, but they overextend again, and we're like, dude, we can keep fighting this. Like, they just keep overextending. So we're trying to punish the overextends here that are trying to chase us out. And on this, I get grabbed. And I say, guys, don't try and save me. You can see Rem trying to come back on the map for a second. I said, don't try and save me. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Just leave, right? And so that's what they do. They grab me again. They throw me in the spawn, and then I get stuck in this wall. I remember this. This was so annoying. I'm like, dude, I can't get out. Let me out. I try to capacitor out. Like, that's going to do something. I try to unstick myself. If you press escape and then if you press unstick, I couldn't get out. That's so annoying. All good, though. And then I type, like, I was stuck in a wall, LMAO. So they're doing mid-boss here. We call out that they're doing mid-boss. And I don't remember what happens here. I don't remember if we try and steal it or not. So she gets a parry on a bunch of them, it looks like. I didn't know who got the parry. So it ends up that it was Celeste. I remember calling out, like, whether it was a Lash ult or parry. Whoever did that won the game for us. It was Celeste, come to find out. Didn't know that. I told them they won the game for us. So it was a Celeste parry. That's kind of cool to know. I didn't know that in the moment. So yeah, that parry, she parried like 2 or 3 of them. We end up getting 2 rejuves. They only get 1. And we go back in the fight because of it. And kill, like, all of them, basically. That absolutely won the game for us, 100%. 100% won the game for us. Because if they get all 3 rejuves there, it's a, you know, 15k soul difference, but they have all rejuves, and there's no objectives to do outside of shrines and half a base. Not going to say they're guaranteed winning, but what they are going to be doing is they are going to have at least half of our base done, because they're going to just push base with multiple dead and, you know, all their rejuves. So Celeste basically won the game with that parry. A game-winning parry right there. And we know there's 5 dead now. We're like, let's just push base. This is what we're doing. We're going to get half. So, yeah. I think they try and fight this here, but with 2 rejuves, it gets really, really hard for them to win here. I end up with 60k souls here as well. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. You guys could see, though, once I get my glass cannon, I am really good at killing. I mean, I think I only died 1 time post-glass cannon. So, outside of rejuve death, but rejuve death, like, that was... I'm playing aggressive, so... And the 1 time I died was because Bebop grabbed me into, like, 5 of their team while we're trying to get out, so... Yeah, once I get glass cannon, I'm very overpowered. They're trying to focus me here. He messed up his door. It doesn't really matter, because, you know, we're 6 up, they were 5 up, now they're only 3 up, now they're only 2 up. And, you know, we should just win here, so... It was a pretty good game out of me. I'll show you guys stats in a second. I want to get an extra kill, only get a kill assist. No big deal, I guess. There's the victory play. Let me know if you guys enjoy this style of commentary as well. So this is the scoreboard. I end up with 76k player damage, 19k OBJ, so most player damage, most souls, and 25k healing, 10 and 4. It's pretty good. 16 assists as well. It was a pretty good game out of me. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!